other ways of making money.
Passport to Paradise, Tuesday at 12:30 and 21 GMT.
On the BBC World Service in just a few minutes.
I get to see her have half a plastic cup of food for each meal. It can be quite disturbing, slightly harrowing.
I'm Emily Thomas, and on the food chain this week, I'll be meeting the people who cook for some of the world's best-known celebrities and politicians. Food can give the most intimate insights into the private lives of the rich and famous. Join us after the news.
BBC News with Danielle Yawowiecka. Opposition legislators in Hong Kong have failed in a second legal challenge to a government ban on the wearing of masks by pro-democracy protesters. The High Court rejected their arguments that the prohibition was unconstitutional because it denied the rights of free expression and free assembly. Kosovans are voting in a parliamentary election forced by the resignation of the Prime Minister Ramush Haradinaj after he was summoned by a war crimes court in The Hague. But Mr. Haradinaj is standing for re-election. The Vatican is holding a 3-week synod to champion the Amazon region and its isolated communities. The meeting comes in the wake of devastating fires which have burnt through large swathes of the forest. The United Nations and human rights campaigners have welcomed the release from prison of Cameroon's main opposition leader. Maurice Kamto was set free after a surprise announcement by President Paul Biya at a conference aimed at ending conflict in English-speaking parts of Cameroon. The British Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has claimed his Brexit proposals have picked up support on all sides in Parliament and has appealed to the European Union to suggest it may make compromises in negotiations towards a withdrawal agreement. Mr Johnson's Irish counterpart, Leo Varadkar, has suggested a deal may be possible at the European Council summit in 2 weeks' time. Voting has started in parliamentary elections in Portugal, with the Socialist Party hoping to be re-elected for another 4 years. Opinion polls suggest the Socialists are well ahead of their main centre-right rivals, but may still fall short of an overall majority. And Australia is to spend more than $2 million on research into the use of cannabis to help cancer patients. The health minister said there had been only a limited number of well-designed clinical studies on medical cannabis, and more evidence was needed to support professionals in the field. BBC News.